Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Wow. Get your head in the game. Talks great across the 50 states. Plug in the microphone. Somebody turn us up. Talks great across the 50 states. Plug in the microphone. DallasSportsTalkRadio.com. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we begin the first episode, DSTR, fastest growing sports talk news, weather, traffic broadcast in the metropolitan area. Always local, always live, every day, Monday through Friday, between 9 and 3, here on YouTube channel at Dallas Sports Talk Radio. Hashtag, subscribe, engage, like, connect with us on social media platforms. Do not forget to leave us a comment telling us who you are and where you come from. Once the notifications alert us, we will subscribe and comment in return. Let's grow together, helping each other on YouTube. 600,000 and growing. Hopefully your subscribers are growing. We're just trying to subscribe to everyone who is subscribing to us as quickly as they come in. We appreciate all the views. Keep watching. We got more videos coming on the YouTube channel. We are the #1 metropolitan sports news team dedicated to the Metroplex Star. There is no debate. If you like it, we watch it. If you missed it, we will talk about it. DallasSportsTalkRadio.com. This is how we start our #1. Let's give our first shout out to the East Coast for holding it down. We are taking over for the next 6 hours. If this is your first time rocking with us, welcome. We're excited to have you with us today. It is the 3rd of February, 2025, the day after Groundhog's Day. And we are expecting record heat here in the Metroplex. We go from the cold. We got the cold news over the weekend. And on Monday, beautiful day, sun is shining. And we're expecting record heat out of the Satellite Radar Center. Our fair weather fans feel like forecast coming up at 0940. Hashtag what's the haps. The NBA stole all the thunder from the NFL Super Bowl celebrations leading up to a week before the big game in New Orleans. GM Nico Harrison took a page out of Dallas Cowboys GM Jerry Jones, owner, president, CEO, all of the above. Wrote the book called The Ultimate Guide of Marketing. So over the weekend, Nico Harrison acquires Los Angeles Ford, Anthony Davis, guard Max Christie, and a future first-round draft pick for 2027. Everybody remembers when Nico took over for Donnie Nelson a couple years ago. First thing all the pundits on the radio started screaming, how is he going to take over? He doesn't have any basketball general management experience. This is a Nike exec. Well, then you have one guy, he has some pretty good relationships with some of the players, so we may be able to get some free agents. Had Donnie Nelson, Rick Carlisle, can't win, can't bring in any talent, can't develop any talent. Had Luka Doncic, hashtag Luka Doncic, couldn't work with Rick Carlisle, couldn't work with Don Nelson, told Mark Cuban he felt like Don Nelson was sabotage to his career. So GM Nico Harrison over the weekend got rid of Luka Doncic. And you could tell the people that don't play basketball, can't play basketball, all they could do is just sit behind the microphone and tell you their opinions. You got cats that You need to go pick up a basketball and see some of the things that it takes to be able to perform the game. The whole time Luka was here, all you heard on the radio, Luka cries too much. Man, I don't get it. Make it to the Western Conference Finals, losing 7 games. 7 games. Luka cried too much. Man, if Luka wouldn't have been, that's the part of the man's game. But instead of you embracing him for the player that he was, you had to pick on every little thing about his game. Man averaged 30 points a game, that's not enough. Man averaged 10 rebounds a game, that's not enough. Man averaged 10 assists a game, that's not enough. Every season, something negative coming out. Then you go get Kyrie. All the pundits out here, well, if Kyrie bringing the baggage that he had at other teams, well, what baggage? You don't even know what you're talking about. And that's why we're telling you at Dallas Sports Talk Radio, we're coming for your #1 spot. Stop trashing people in the Metroplex. Do your homework. Go to the games, man. Leave the studio. Odyssey paying y'all enough. You should be able to leave the studio sometime. You don't making any real sense when you're talking about what you're talking about if you haven't seen the game. Jerry Saller had to call out one of your jockeys once before. Hey, did you go to the game? Oh, no. Well, what are you talking about? Did you watch the game? Oh, no. Well, what are you talking about? How are you talking about something you don't even seen? You're not even bearing witness to. You're just going online, doing clickbait, then going 100,000 watts of the radio, talking crap that you've seen online instead of coming up with an opinion of your own by watching the game. If you would have been paying attention to Dallas Sports Talk Radio, you would have found out P.J. Washington Jr. is the truth. Hometown hero. That's probably why they were willing to make a move on Luka Doncic. Hashtag Luka Doncic. You didn't want him here when he was here. All you did was complain about him crying. Oh, Luka cried too much. Luka cried too much. Luka get us to the finals. Luka cried too much. Luka cried too much. Luka didn't make it to the finals until he got hometown hero P.J. Washington Jr. straight out of the Metroplex. The NBA stole all the thunder from the Super Bowl. But we still have to talk about it because that's straight up Texas also. Patrick Mahomes II, straight out of Tyler, straight out of White House, in his 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. First quarterback in the history of the NFL. This is the first Monday that we get to broadcast during Black History Month, so you know we're really excited about this one. The first quarterback in the history of the NFL, we get to say during this Black History Month, Patrick Mahomes II is the first quarterback in the history of the game to win 2 consecutive Super Bowls and make it back to the 3rd Super Bowl with hopes of securing a 3rd consecutive title. We want to say congratulations to Patrick Mahomes II for achieving that, the true MVP of the NFL. And we have to give congratulations also, even though it goes to those Philadelphia Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts out of Channelview, Katy, Houston area. Congratulations. Jalen has made it to his 2nd Super Bowl in 3 years. First Super Bowl he went to, he had to face up against straight up Texas Patrick Mahomes II, which is how Patrick Mahomes got to the streak of making it to 3 in a row. So congratulations to both of you gentlemen. Straight up Texas, Patrick Mahomes II going for 3. Jalen Hurts, straight up Texas, going for his first versus Patrick Mahomes. Down in New Orleans, you forgetting all the stuff to talk about with the Super Bowl because the Metroplex is stealing all of the thunder. Last week, you had General Manager Jerry Jones to announce the 10th head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer putting together his staff. Senior VP Will McClay has been extended by general manager of the Dallas Cowboys and owner and president Jerry Jones. So all of the press credentials in the nation got one thing in common: a big old Dallas, Texas. They can't even make it down to Louisiana. Stuck here in the Metroplex, getting all of this Groundhog's Day breaking news. When we first heard about it, we were like Jalen Brunson. We thought it was an April Fool's joke. We were like, hold up, they tell jokes on Groundhog's Day? Hashtag Luka Doncic has been traded for champion LA Laker forward Anthony Davis, a guard Max Christie, and a future first-round draft pick 2027. Nico Harrison and head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd, gave a news conference telling everybody that their vision for the Dallas Mavericks is we want to win now. And everybody has watched Luka. You had all the hate. You hated on the man for 5 years. So all the reasons why you hated on Luka for 5 years, those probably the reasons why Nico Harrison was willing to get rid of him. You didn't like the crazy contract that KP had on you. Nico was able to get rid of that. Then when they brought in Kyrie, he cried about that. He wanted to sign Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson didn't even want to be here. Got nothing for him. He should have pulled the trigger the same way he pulled the trigger now. He probably would have been able to get some for Jalen Brunson. But like we told you, they sit up there at the floors of Odyssey Radio on North or Central Expressway talking about what they looking at in the clouds. They're in the clouds over there telling you nonsense. When the man had the opportunity to make a move on Jalen Brunson, all the pundits, we should do everything that it takes to keep him. We like him. They were able to beat Phoenix in 7 games. Man, be quiet. Obviously don't know what you're talking about. Man, Nico, sit up there in the seat. Go up there and take a field trip. That's what Odyssey ought to do. Start doing tours where we're going to tour all the sports facilities in Dallas. If y'all don't do it, DallasSportsTalkRadio.com will do it. Start subscribing to us. We'll start field trips. We'll take you to the stations. We'll show you all the back ways to get to the stadium, AT&T Stadium. Everybody on the expressway, we take the back roads. Get there. We still have to park on Roundel Mill, but at least we get to park. We don't have to sit up there in traffic and ride around wondering where in the world you're going to park when there's over 100,000 people at AT&T Stadium. At 0940, Weston Haps, general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, left the ultimate guide of marketing on Mark Cuban's private jet. He had a little corner of the book taped down when it goes to how to steal all of the thunder from Roger Goodell. You could tell Jerry Jones and Roger Goodell really do not get along. Jerry Jones does everything in his power. Ever since they had those contract negotiations when Mr. Jerry Jones was the deciding factor on whether or not Roger Goodell got $40 million a year to sit around and do nothing while you watching head coaches get fired after 1 season. The team, New England Patriots, was trash before Jerry Mayo took over. It was trash when Bill Belichick was there. That's why he called himself trying to be slick. Hey, man, let me just go ahead and pass the team down to Gerard. He knows what we're trying to do. We're trying to build something here at New England all over again. Go get that 7 Super Bowls so we could tie Tom Brady and we don't have to listen to his mouth anymore talking about he left New England and had to go pursue a Super Bowl down in Tampa Bay. We were still backing Tom, but Tom went on the same page with us. You know, everybody saw Tom was declining, plus all the personal stuff he had going on. We didn't want that type baggage. But Roger Goodell did nothing, does nothing, won't say anything. Saw this man get mistreated. You haven't heard Roger Goodell say, you know what? Hey, this is a state of the NFL address. And we need to find out what's going on with these owners that seem to want to take advantage of these Negro head coaches still to this day. Fired them over a bomb. You fired Robert Saleh over Aaron Rodgers. Man, Aaron Rodgers was trash when he was up in Green Bay. That's why Matt LaFleur was, man, get this dude up out of here. He bringing down the whole team, talking about what he did in 2010. Man, it's 2025. That's 15 years ago. He talking about what he did 15 years ago, man. You about 20 years in the league. I don't want to hear about what you did 15 years ago. What can you do today besides sit up here, throw the ball short, blame it on the running back, blame it on the protection, blame it on the wide receiver not running the route you want him to run, then go, oh, we need all the former receivers that I had over there at Green Bay to come here at New York Jets and do the same thing. Run down the field, get open, and I miss them. I miss them. The only time I look good is when they make a miraculous catch because I put the ball in some peculiar place because I got these sidearm angles that I'm throwing. I'm 3-time back-to-back MVP of the NFL. I'm bringing that type player to New York Jets. Man, you brought trash to the New York Jets. Now they stuck. Hopefully they found them a way hiring head coach Aaron Glenn. Congratulations. Still don't like the fact that they fired Robert Saleh over the bomb. Aaron Rodgers should have been shipping him out anyway. Shouldn't have even signed him. But listening to the hype instead of going out there and developing Zach Wilson, you brought in a 40-year-old get hurt on the first four plays from scrimmage after giving him $200 million to tell you, I'm going to get you to a Super Bowl. Wrong. I'm going to get you to a division title. Wrong. Man, you can't even get us to 5 wins. At least Zach Wilson had us at 7 wins.